What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Let's see what we have in the chat. Alan, how's it going? Scott, Sue Ann, Rumstomp, Lay. I know I'm saying your name wrong. Sorry. Hey, Chris, Flipping Particles. Donna. All right. As always in the chat, guys, let's hear how many sales you had either for the weekend or for today. Today's been a little slow for me. Hardy Dix Flipper, good to see that you have 4 sales on Poshmark. Awesome. Shipped out 15 from the weekend. I think I shipped out 20. I think it was 20 or 22. Poshmark, none today. I had 1 sale, 1 payment from yesterday, and still waiting 1 payment on a liquidation item I just took a best offer on. It was 160 bucks. It's actually going to Singapore. The only thing I don't like about selling GSP is if something were to go wrong with a product and they do item not as described and I want it back, I would have to pay for shipping. Star City Picker, how's it going? Hey, Mom. Pac-Man, Diesel, Leslie, Tracy Thrifts, what's up? Chibs. Hey, Pac-Man. 10 eBay, 1 Posh, awesome. Posh has been picking up a little bit for me. Had 1, I say 1 picking up, 1 the other day. I'm just continuing to cross post. Reseller King 9 on the weekend, 5 Amazon, awesome, 4 eBay. I just completed my another Amazon shipment. I think I sent in 7 books, 8 or 9 micro cassette recorders. If you can find the CD players. So the Sony CD players, model number D134, D43. Let me mute people are going bananas on my text messages. Sorry. So I got 3 boxes going out. The only problem is they broke up one of my micro cassette quarters. One of them is going to Washington, and 3 of them are going to Texas. So very small boxes, which kind of sucks. Tanya, 38 smalls on Amazon. That's great. Flipping Particles, 8 eBay, 2 Amazon. Wow, it sounds like everybody's getting some sales. That's awesome. Hey, with Brian. All right, so the theme of the show tonight is jerseys, sports equipment, sporting polo shirts. I'm going to show you what I picked up. I can find this stuff pretty consistently. If you think about, hey, it's not my thrift store. If you have that issue, look elsewhere. Look if you have Marshalls, TJ Maxx. There's always places to find sportswear, be it polo shirts or jerseys. If you can look at some of the ASD information that I might be able to get you guys this year, look for there. There's sports stuff in there, wholesale closeouts. So there's places to get it. You just got to look. Hey, John, what's up? Nevermore Antiques. Go over and give his channel a subscribe. Hickory Springs, how's it going? In addition to the sports stuff tonight, I'll show you 2 things I picked up. We'll start with those, but those are 2, and I waited till they're half off, but I still have to test it. So show you those, and then I'll save probably the best item I picked. I say the best, the kind of coolest, best thing. Yeah, it's a little different. So I don't know, and I want to hear in the chat if you guys would pick this up. Also in the comments, we'll show it at the end. And then at the end, about 11 p.m. Eastern, I'll be hopping on. Well, I'll be with Tracy Thrifts on. Tracy, what channel are we going on after this? 11 Eastern. All right. Sue Ann found some Preds playoff T-shirts, smalls. Yeah, smalls are slow movers. Anything small, at least for me. I had to knock down a jersey yesterday. I sell my jerseys about 80 bucks. I knocked it down 65 just because I wanted to get it out. And someone wanted a small, knocked it down 65 bucks. I still ended up making $15, $20 on it, but just be careful. Smalls, probably for me, and this is my personal experience, I don't know what you guys think, the size small is really slow for me. Double XL, XL is probably my fastest. Large right under that. Those 2 are the fastest. Double XL is then the 3rd. Medium and small for me are slow movers. And when I show you some of the stuff I picked up today, yeah, Pac-Man says fart blaster. That's right. If you guys saw, I picked up a Minion. My kids call it the fart gun from Minions. whatever movie that is. Hey, to Crazy Card, what's up? My medium polo shirts are the slowest movers ever. I have a whole rack of mediums that barely move. All right, so let's see what I spent today. I spent $60 today, $61. I share the receipt once I find it. I sell these on Amazon. These are untested right now. I'm assuming they work. These were originally priced at, see if you can see that, $7.99. Today was green, half off, so I only paid $4. I've sold these for $65 on Amazon. I think I looked about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they were, I think, $40 on Amazon. So I'm probably going to hold out at 65 just because I know 65 it'll sell. A couple things about these. I picked up another one. So I picked up 2. Make sure you get the right listing if you're selling on Amazon. Test them. Personally, I only buy the Wii ones. Now, I'll tell you here in a second why. This one was also $4. And this is a little off topic to our sports theme, but I think this is important. Double check your backs on them. And these are the Wii ones. And I'll tell you why I only stick to the Wii ones. Hooks to the Wii remote. If you have a Wii, test them out. I ended up playing a whole song when I test them out to make sure all the buttons work. I used to be good, not anymore. These are great because you have no dongles. A dongle means if you have a PS3 one, if you have a I think PS4. I know one of them is integrated inside. Just if you find one that's not Wii, make sure that model does not require a dongle. It's a separate unit that you plug into this the bass system that will read the guitar, essentially. If you do not have the dongle, it's pretty much worthless. If you find a dongle by itself, it's worth money. So look for the dongles and make sure you have them. Otherwise, that's why I stick to the Wii guitars. Now, before we move on, next thing about these, if you do end up selling these things, I knew this a long time ago, and then I forgot, and I went to box it up, and I tried to find a box that was this big. Well, there's a little thing back here. Pull it down, and it separates. So you can pad them up and put them in a smaller box. Don't box it up, wrap it up, and then find out you could disconnect it. So they disconnect, but I like those. If anything, buy them for the straps, because if you find ones that work without the straps, you need the straps. Thrift Hunter, yeah, I shrink wrap those as well. I shrink wrap both the top and the bottom. But those things do really well. They're pretty consistent if you hold on to them. Chris Walter, yeah, I hate shipping them. It's a love-hate relationship. So good money. Shipping sucks on them. All right. So let me hold this item off to the side. This is our super secret special item. All right. So, and I'm going to, we'll talk about sports stuff. You can find sports stuff anywhere there. I spent $60.06. Shrink wrap the guitars with a warning sticker, of course. $60 easy. Yeah, $60 all day. All right. So sports stuff for me works really well on anything. And my new word, dongle. That's right. Sports stuff sells really well. So here I found this. I don't know what that brand is. Ralph Marlin. I have not looked it up. What caught my eye was the college on it. University of Southern Carolina or South Carolina. I'm assuming this will do well. I have not looked it up. I just assume everything with a sports logo will sell, and it will sell eventually. But yeah, and plus if you find ties, and this is my experience, I'm no expert in ties, but if you find ties where they have like they have this wording, a lot of the what is it? Grateful Dead ties have that kind of in the pattern. And it's not a separate label; it's built in there. They do well. So I'm guessing this tie will do well. I'll look it up and I'll put it on my Instagram. Make sure you head over there, follow me on Instagram. That's how Pac-Man found out about my super secret special gun. All right, let me post it in the group. If you guys aren't part of the Facebook group, head over there, follow along. I love to see what you guys pick up, your questions. I learn a lot from you guys. I learn how to sell different things. So make sure you head over there. I have a feeling I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole researching after this live. it takes some time. Once you start seeing the logos and you start understanding jerseys, you'll pick them up. All right, so jerseys. We talk about jerseys all the time. Two things to worry about jerseys. Players, if they're on the jersey, player names, teams, and what year they played, and the type of jersey. So when I'm starting to look at this, I have not looked up this player. Kirkland. With the newer jerseys, you have to be careful because some people will get their own name embroidered on it. And if you buy their own name, that is not a real player, it might move really slowly. So be careful of the name, especially if it looks newer. This one is screen printed. Another thing to look for. Screen printed meaning it has a rubbery feel of it. It's not sewn on. You can see that right there. That's sewn on. It kind of sticks out, and you see the stitching on the edges. But these do pretty well. A little slower movers. I have no idea who Kirkland is. With the screened ones, be careful of two things on screening: fading and peeling. And this is starter. Starter does pretty well. Look at the bottom right-hand corner. This is a starter jersey. You have two different sizes. You get the regular sizes, small, medium, large, etc. And then for the other jerseys, you have different sizes, numbered sizes, 48, 52, 54. Just make sure you include that. It'll show on the bottom. But double check the tags. See, this says extra large. Usually the number correlates to a size, but 52 extra large. And always check the bottom corner. It will tell you a lot about the jerseys, especially if you find swingman jerseys, the NBA jerseys, they'll have different lengths. And it'll probably say length +2, +1. But the length you can find on there. Include that in your listing, especially if it has a different name on it. People are looking for those type of things. Hey, Derek, what's going on? Thrift owner, I found all of this at Goodwill tonight. The two guitars and what I'm showing you right now is one stop. All right, so, and I have, Joey says, I sold more Philadelphia Eagle stuff after they lost. I'm glad the Rams won because I'm still moving on. I bought 300 Rams jerseys. They're consistently selling, so I'm hoping they sell after the Super Bowl if they lose. I'm not saying they'll lose, just saying. All right, so look for the names. I don't know if that guy's a good name. I tend to look them up. I found another one. So I'm thinking somebody was a huge Steelers fan because there's some other Steelers stuff I have in here. All right, this guy. Who remembers him? Wasn't he a quarterback converted to wide receiver? Randall L. This is a size large. So, and what you can also do if you're not completely sure if something's 100% authentic, look up other listings with the same player, the same jersey, the same size. Someone told me, and I didn't know this, that on the NHL jerseys, to be authentic, there has to be a patch here. So see how that's a patch? Someone said that in the chat. I never looked it up, but it makes sense. You want to make sure things look as authentic as possible and research on the store if you can. All right, so there you go. That's Randall L. 82. I've sold Hines Ward before. He does well. See, this is a different jersey. This is a Reebok. Size large. NFL equipment. When I list these, I say NFL. Anytime I list a jersey, I put the league it came out of. So NBA, NFL, MLB, etc. Right? I always put that in the description, as well as NFL equipment on this one, on-field jersey, player, and always make sure you say screened or sewn on. You can get some people that are collectors that if it's not described in the listing, they're going to be upset if it's a screened on when it should be sewn on. And look, if it's screened on, check for cracking in the patches, in the screened on portions of it. If it's cracked, depends on the player. It all depends at that point if it's cracked. Scott says Patriots suck. John wants the Patriots to go. Nice. All right. What else? Star City Picker found a sweet pair of men's Ferragamo loafers. Awesome. See, I don't look at shoes. I should, but I don't. All right. What other sports stuff? All right. Another cool thing. Military. Military is a big seller. I've sold one of these before. I don't like buying Bengal stuff just because Bengals aren't particularly fast mover for me. But this type of shirt has sold before from pretty quickly in the past. I've sold one of these over to England, which so they sell pretty quickly. The Salute to Veterans or Salute to Service series. If you can find camo anything, camo any team, will sell really fast, especially if you have the flag on it. I like these a lot. Probably if it was my size, I might keep it, but really cool if you can find that stuff. And even though it's got the rubber screened on, that still does all right with these. And again, on the brand on the tag, this one's Nike. So it's same like the other jersey. You're going to want to put in your description on field or in your title on field apparel, dry fit, salute to service. Get as much as you can in there that people are looking for. All right, we'll jump over to polos real quick. Polos for me, an almost automatic buy is brand. So you think about Under Armour, FootJoy. A lot of the stuff I buy is golf stuff. A lot, yeah. Salute to Service is not cheap. That's right. That stuff sells pretty well. So a lot of golf apparel I find with local golf clubs, golf courses, or even I've found some Vegas golf courses, but I find a lot of golf course stuff. I will almost always buy any high brand with golf courses on it. This is a Callaway. I have not looked up. Usually for golf polo shirts, I will look up the golf course, see where it's located. If I can't fit it in the title, I will put it in the description. I will put the city and state it's from. So a lot of people look for certain things. I had someone ask me about, I had a Phoenix. There's a golf course around here. It's called the Phoenix. They emailed me and said, hey, do you have any Phoenix golf balls? So there's people that look for certain names of cities and states. Include that in your listing with your, if it's specific to a location. This brand is Callaway. There's also a Callaway OptiDry. The ones without logos are pretty slow movers, but I sold one the other night for about 25 bucks. That was non-branded. But with the logos, a little quicker moving, not much better, but they still hold their value. Callaway, it sells okay, Scott. I saw Tracy asked about FootJoy. FootJoy turtlenecks. I've never found a FootJoy turtleneck. I find FootJoy polo shirts and I find FootJoy quarter zips. I sold a quarter zip last night and it was like it's called the Dry Joy, and it's got almost like the windbreaker, but it's a little heavier. I sold it last night for 28 bucks, I believe. It had a cool pattern on it. So FootJoy, FootJoy is one brand I buy, brand or non-brand on it, or logo. FootJoy sells really well. Sometimes you can find some with some cool colors on them. So when we talk about sports stuff, golfing stuff, especially shirts, I buy them. Yeah, Thrift Hunter, Harley Davidson, yes. Harley Davidson, anything. All right. I like the FootJoy jacket, short sleeve. Yeah, the short sleeve ones are pretty cool. All right, so that's the Callaway. And the theme there is polo shirts. Don't give up on polo shirts. I technically stick to the polyester ones, the wicking ones. The heavy cotton ones, unless there's something really cool on it, I personally don't like those. So I stay away from them. Mike, so many from Missouri that if Chris sold overalls, he wouldn't need eBay. Oh boy. Under Armour. I love Under Armour because they have some cool patterns. Now, if you're unsuspecting of this and you look at it and you say, oh, this is an awesome shirt, I'm going to buy it. I'm guilty of this. I buy it. I list it. And then it sells. And then I forget. And as I'm boxing it up, I did not look at the sleeve. You'd think I would have noticed it. But looking at the sleeve, I'm guessing either this is a company or a golf course. I'll probably look it up as well. But just to put it in the description or in the title. Always check the sleeves on a golf shirt. If you see nothing on the front, check the sleeve. The sleeve most likely will have a golf course or some logo on it. But I love that color. That's a really cool color. And we talked earlier, oh, this is a large. So large does it well for me. But I thought it was a medium. All right, so pullovers. So the quarter zip pullovers that are wicking, the full zips, anything, most likely anything, with a college pro team on it or pro team. I almost always buy it, independent of what it is. Here's one I picked up. The more logos, the better. The more brands, the better. If you can find the golf polo shirts with anything on the collar, and I'm going to show you, I picked one up. Anything on the collar, buy it. People tend to look for those golf touring polo shirts. All right, so I found this. This is really cool. It's an Adidas Cleveland Cavaliers jacket. I've sold Cavaliers jackets before. Some are a little longer tail. I can probably get around 45 to 35 for them. It all depends. This is a size medium, so it's a little smaller, but the neck is pretty cool. It's got the Adidas on it and the colors. The thing I like is, look down here. It's got the NBA logo on the right-hand side, so make sure you include that in your pictures next to the pocket. And this one is full zip. Some things to look out for in these, again, just like jerseys, check if it's embroidered or screened on. Check the zipper. You know how many times I buy stuff and the zipper, I don't know what that's called. The zipper pull tab is missing. I bought a backpack the other day and the pull tab was missing. So check the pull tab, make sure it's there. And there you go. So there's the back. This one has nothing on the back, so it should be all right. I will take the back to show the coloring. Overall, sell great. Check comps. I'm sure they do. He is proud of that place. Oh, your nephew. Oh, nice. All right, so here's another one I found. MLS does surprisingly well. At least the Columbus Crew do. This one was sticking around. I can't believe no one bought this as well. This is a size large. Again, patches, soccer stuff with the patches does really well. If you find soccer jerseys and it has a patch, pick it up. Make sure it's not a local high school. Usually English Premiership teams, German teams, any high division teams with a patch, buy it. But there you go. What's even cooler about this one, it's screened on the back. So I will tell them, screened on the back with this stuff, patch on the front that's sewn. Yeah, Columbus Crew, Mom. Yeah, this stuff is awesome. This stuff will move really fast. But make sure, guys, I can't stress enough, embroidered versus screened. People don't want to get it and realize it's screened on one side. All right, last couple things here. I think that's it. Look at that. My piles are growing. I had too much to ship yesterday. I went to bed at like 2. I've got some pull tabs at Walmart. I've had them break off once at home on winter coats. They're still sold. Outdoor Girl, that's a great tip. If you can buy the tabs and attach them. The only issue for me is if the pull tab is specific to that item. For example, on my backpack, they're all Under Armour pull tabs. So if I have a random pull tag on one side, I guess I could list it that way. But you'll still get your money back. But that's great to still make the item functional. Maybe keep those on hand. All right, here's one I'm pulling here. I like this brand. You guys know I like this brand, Antigua, especially if you can get stuff on it. This one's really cool. Scott Liquidation King, I'm still in the chat. I don't know. I thought this was Vegas. I don't know if it's Vegas or not, but really cool shirt. Look at that. It looks like underwater. It's orange. Sorry, the light's washing it out. But the only problem is, and I don't know if it's because of the pattern, but there's a very small, you probably won't be able to see it. I'm pretty, I like to sell things in the condition that I would expect to get them. So I'm going to list, there's, a couple small pulls, very small. Most likely the person would never see it, but I'm going to disclose it. But this is pretty cool. I like it because of the pattern. But look at this. It says Shaftesbury Golf and Fish Club. Really cool logo. If it doesn't sell, I'll wash it and wear it myself. But really cool design. If you can find cool golf shirts like that, even off-branded, something you don't know, with a cool patch, it most likely will always sell for you. Last 2 things here. I'm going to save this one. What's the one? Oh, 3 things. I forgot to tell you the last thing. All right. So this one, is this the one? Oh, okay. This one. This one is double XL. Double XL and polo shirts command higher prices. So if you find them, pick them up. Still follows along the lines of logos and all that. They have to have all that. At least in my book, I don't buy plain. I pretty much don't buy plain anything. It has to have something on it. Callaway Golf. Golf shirts will sell even exponentially better. Is like we talked about stuff on the collar. There's nothing on the collar, but also look for the arm. If you find golf brands on the arms of stuff, if you find hats with all the golf logos on the side, those do well. This one has Hyper X on it, but it's cool, kind of white trimmed polo. It's got some on the back as well, but to being double extra large Callaway Golf with the Hyper X on the side, that should do okay, being the big size. And this second last polo shirt, this is Tour Authentic. So Tour Authentic. I'm gonna look it up, see what that means. Hopefully, it's just not one of their branded lines of product. I don't know if it is Tour Authentic. Who knows? Same deal as the last one, Callaway Golf. Either this guy had a lot of Callaway stuff. There was another one that was snagged. I left it. It has fusion technology, so that might carry it. Who knows? But it's a cool looking shirt. So someone will like that. Callaway Golf does pretty well if you find it. All right. Last thing. If I missed something in the chat, guys, put it back up. Sold a double or triple XL to someone in Sweden. Yeah, I sold a, you guys probably remember, I sold a, what was it, 4XL Ezekiel Elliott jersey. I sold that for 40 bucks. Hey, Mother's Mustache, good to see you. Northeast corner of Alabama Mountains, home of Country Band, Alabama. All right, last thing. This is the best item. Best item of the day, because how many of you would walk by this? I bought it for $2.99. Do you know what this is? I guess you know what it is, but it has another dynamic to it, and I don't know if that's giving it away. Anyone know what that is? You can kind of see there. But what's on it? Hard hat, that's right. Is it any special type of hard hat? That might give it away. There you go. Kelly, the Ecom mom, got it. It is a hard hat. It's a Steelers hat. Look at that. So Steel City, if you think about teams, knowledge of the teams, they're the Steel City, right? So they have hard hats, and you think, oh, maybe someone just, I thought for a second, someone just put the sticker on it. Well, I started looking at it a little more, and this was only $3. So it has a pretty intense patch on it. It sticks out, which is kind of cool. Look right there. It has the authentic sticker on it. I saw that, and then look inside. So this is an authentic work helmet. Now, I don't know what level of work it's graded to, but then I said, okay, I'm gonna look up listings. I looked up listings, brand new. I think it was selling for between 35 and 29. Even with pre-owned, they were selling between 29 and 25. So for a hard hat, and it's pretty, I say pretty light, it'll probably ship priority. For me, it's probably gonna go to Pennsylvania. Otherwise, it'll be fun to wear. So really cool hat. And when you're listing this, look at the listings, because it is MSA certified. So whoever has whatever grade of work this can be used for, someone will buy it and they can use it for their real job. So Hardy Dix Flipper, great. Knew those sell around 45. Yeah. So I didn't extensively look at the listings, but I double checked it. But unique things like this, always keep your eye out for them, especially if you find a logo on them. I thought it was someone did it themselves, but those sort of unique items will definitely help. People look for those. Chris, did you sell a Ralph Lauren with the elbow patches? No, I did not. Good memory. I still have that up in Poshmark and eBay. I might drop the price. Grew up in Pittsburgh the early 80s when they were winning all the Super Bowls. That's right. Wasn't that with, shoot, what was his name? Oh, I can picture him. The quarterback. Blonde hair guy. He's an announcer now. Would you buy an ESPN display helmet for 30 bucks? Depends what it is. Thrift Hunter. None sold, but one is listed for 110. For 30 bucks, I might buy it if it looks cool. So Thrift Hunter, the other aspect that I look at it as is if I am going to enjoy it until it sells, I probably would buy it for 30 bucks. I would probably stick it over there somewhere, minus the bike helmets, but I would stick it up. I have a lot of sports stuff up all over here on the walls. I would probably wear it. Bradshaw, that's right, Terry Bradshaw. Sold my first 2 pieces this evening. Nice, Southwest Iron. Well, if you have any problems, guys, reach out in the Facebook group. We all love to help each other on clothes, what to buy, like Thrift Hunter. I'd love to see a picture of that helmet. But all right, that's all I had, guys. Tracy, I think you posted it earlier. We're going to be on, I forget the name again. I'm bad. 11 p.m. Eastern. Tracy, if you're still here, you can post the link. I think your spouse to replace hard hats and helmets every 3. Oh, you're supposed to replace every 3 years. I'd put a small disclaimer in the description. Yeah, good point, John. I'll look for a year on it. If there is a year, I'll take pictures of all the stickers. Hey, Shane, what's up? All right, I will post the video in the group, in the Facebook group, if you guys can't find it. You can find it in the Liquidation OH Facebook group. You'll see the video. Otherwise, if we don't see you at 11, have a great evening, and we'll talk to you later. See you guys.